They're under the direction of the Eaton Funeral Home and Cremation Center of Sullivan. Wilma A. Kitchen, née Rolland of Leesburg, passed away Monday at the age of 82. A memorial service will be held Friday at 7 p.m. at the Hudson Funeral Home in Cuba. Visitation will be Friday from 5 until 7 p.m. at the Hudson Funeral Home in Cuba. Robert Lee Bob Bono of Sullivan passed away Wednesday at the age of 83. A mass of Christian burial will be held at St. Anthony Catholic Church in Sullivan on Saturday at 11 a.m. A gathering of friends and family will follow. There will be a celebration of life and memory in his hometown of Monroe City in early spring. Robert's cremains will be interred in St. Stephen Catholic Church Cemetery at that time. In lieu of flowers, donations may be made in the memory of Bob Bono to St. Anthony Catholic School or Holy Rosary Catholic School in Monroe City. Arrangements are under the direction of the Eaton Funeral Home of Sullivan and the Garner Funeral Chapel in Monroe City. David Cox of St. Clair passed away Sunday at the age of 72. Memorial services will be Sunday at 3:30 p.m. at the Franklin County Co-op at 1773 West Springfield Road in St. Clair. Private committal will be held at a later date. Visitation for David Cox will be held from noon till 3:30 p.m. on Sunday at the Franklin County Co-op, again at 1773 West Springfield Road in St. Clair. Memorials may be made to the Shiloh Children's Christian Ranch in Shelbina. All arrangements are under the direction of the Russell Colonial Funeral Home of St. Clair. The complete funeral announcements with all the survivors will air with our 8 o'clock expanded edition of KTUI News this morning.
Hi, I'm Robert from Brueseke and Scott Tax Preparation, LLC. In addition to our tax prep services, my partner Dean and I offer full payroll and bookkeeping for new and current businesses, and we also do farm payroll and bookkeeping. Let Brueseke and Scott Tax Prep take some of the burden off of you for your business or farm. We keep up with the latest changes in tax codes, and we'll keep your filings up to date. Stop by Brueseke and Scott Tax Preparation, LLC at 256 South Service Road West in Sullivan, or call 468-8110.
From the KTUI WeatherBug Weather Center, rain for this morning, an afternoon high of 41, rain overnight and a chance of snow, low of 30, a chance of rain and snow Thursday, freezing rain, then a chance of flurries in the afternoon, cloudy, becoming sunny in the afternoon with a high of 34 and wind gusts up to 28 miles an hour. That is a lot of weather for one day. Sunny on Friday with a high of 50, mostly sunny with a high of 46 for Saturday. For KTUI, I'm Lori.
Thank you, Lori. And it is 28 minutes in front of 7 o'clock, and it looks like 36 degrees here at the studios of KTUI. And Jamie Mueller, Carmen Bartolotta, Scott McCullough, and Mark A. Parkinson Bond all have birthdays today. Coming up at 9:10 this morning, Anita Studdard will be here. She is the superintendent at the Strange Japan School District. And I've got Bobby D standing by with some sports for you, so keep it tuned right here to KTUI.
In your Wednesday sports report, the St. Louis Blues will entertain the Minnesota Wild tonight at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis with a quick 2-game homestand. That'll be a 6:30 pregame and a 7:10 puck drop. In the Blues without forward Vladimir Tarasenko, who underwent successful shoulder surgery on Tuesday. You'll hear that game tonight on 102.1 FM KTUI. The Central Falcons soccer team took on Crowder College yesterday afternoon, the Region 16 semifinals. No score on that as yet. The volleyball team will start the NJCAA Region 16 D2 tournament at St. Louis Community College Merrimack in Kirkwood this Friday at 6 o'clock as they will take on St. Louis Community College. The Missouri Tiger football team is off this week. They are preparing to take on Georgia on the road on Saturday, November the 9th. That'll be a 4 o'clock pregame and a 6 o'clock kickoff. You'll hear it on 94.1 FM. Mizzou trying to break a 2-game road losing streak, and they've got the bye week to get ready. Mizzou men's basketball team will start off their regular season coming up on Wednesday, November the 6th, as they will take on Incarnate Word out of Texas. The Mizzou women's team had a big win last night, dominating its second exhibition game of the season, defeating Fontbonne 121-40. Tigers opened the ball game on a 24-4 run and continued to roll against the visiting Griffins, reaching the 100-point barrier by the middle of the fourth quarter. Tigers were led offensively by junior guard Elle Brown, totaling 24 points. points on 11 of 13 shooting from the field. Also last night, it was redshirt senior Hannah Shooks out of Florida, poured in 14 points and grabbed 10 rebounds for the double-double. Freshman Haley Frank out of Stratford scored 17, and freshman Asia Blackwell out of Berkeley with another strong all-around performance, 7 assists, 7 boards, and 16 points among the Tiger leaders. The women will open the regular season on Tuesday the 5th against Western Illinois at Mizzou Arena with tip-off at 7 o'clock. In the local scoreboard from last night in district volleyball, Class 3, District 8 at Sullivan. In the semifinals last night, it was Borgia beating Pacific 25-11, 25-14, and St. Clair, an exciting 3-set match, getting by Sullivan. Sullivan took the first game 25-22. St. Clair came back to win the second 25-16, and the third match 25-16, ending Sullivan's season. In the championship, St. Clair got out to a big lead over Borgia in the first set, but Borgia stormed back to take it 25-19, and then Borgia claimed the district championship with a 25-11 win in Game 2. That's the 22nd consecutive district title for the St. Francis Borgia Lady Knights. In Class 2, District 8 at Bell in the semifinals, it was top seed Fatima defeating Cuba 25-18, 25-18, and it was Lynn, the number 3 seed, beating number 2 Steelville 25-12, 25-20. Fatima then defeated Lynn 2-0 in the championship to advance in the state playoffs. In Class 2, District 7 up in Montgomery County in the semifinals, Herman over New Haven 25-9, 25-6. Hallsville beat Montgomery County 2-0, and it was Herman winning the championship 25-6, 25-11 over Hallsville. Other scores last night in boys soccer, Festus defeated Sullivan 2-0. Warrenton and Union played to a 1-1 tie in the varsity match. Warrenton JV beats Union 3-2. Seckman a 2-1 winner over Pacific in overtime. Seckman JV wins 1-0. St. Dominic blanks Borgia 4-0, and Troy over Washington 6-0. Middle school girls basketball last night. Sullivan 7th grade defeated Washington 29-26. Washington 8th grade beat Sullivan 28-17. It was Owensville 7th graders over New Haven 54-17, and Owensville also won the 8th grade contest 38-20. Union defeating Herman 28-27 in the 7th grade game. Union wins the 8th grade game 39-21. One other score we know in the 7th grade game, it was St. Clair on a buzzer beater defeating Cuba 29-19. The Sullivan Lady Eagles in the Class 3 Final Four again this year. They will play Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. They will be on field number 4 at the Killian Softball Complex. The address is 2141 East Pythian Street. That's Pythian in Springfield. The zip is 65802. The other semifinal will have Incarnate Word Academy against Elias Catholic. They'll be playing on field 3 also at 2 o'clock. Winners on Friday's games play Saturday at 4 for the state championship. The losers of the games Friday afternoon will play at 7 o'clock Friday night for 3rd place. We'll have that Sullivan game on the air on 102.1 FM Friday afternoon. Again, scheduled start time at 2 o'clock. Our pregame will start about 20 minutes before first pitch. Looking at the schedule tonight, Pacific will be at Windsor in boys soccer. That's a 5 o'clock start. Soccer districts coming up this weekend around the area. Class 2, District 5 at Whitfield. Priory will take on St. Clair. That's the 1-4 matchup at 10:30 on Saturday morning. Borgia and Whitfield, the 2 and 3 matchup, will be at 12:15 with the championship game at Whitfield on Wednesday the 6th. In Class 2, District 10 at School of the Osage, top seed Springfield takes on number 4 Sullivan, 5 o'clock on Monday, November 4th. Number 2 Osage against number 3 Fatima, 7 o'clock on the 4th, with the championship round on Wednesday the 6th. And in Class 3, District 8, at Union, it'll be Washington taking on Union on Monday the 4th at 5 o'clock, and then Rolla and Pacific will meet at 7 o'clock on the 4th, with the championship game 6 o'clock on Wednesday, November 6th. Cross-country districts are coming up this Saturday. Cross-country Class 2 District 4 involves Bell, Herman, New Haven. They'll be running at Lynn on Saturday. In Class 2 District 5, they'll be running at Big Driver in Washington. That's Cuba, Steelville, and Bourbon. And also running at Big Driver on Saturday is Class 3 District 5 with Owensville, Pacific, Salem, St. Clair, Borgia, St. James, Sullivan, and Union. Middle school girls basketball coming up tonight. Union at Pacific is a 5:30 start. Salem at Oak Hill R1 will start at 4 o'clock this afternoon in middle school girls basketball. In sports on the air tonight, we have Blues hockey, 6:30 pregame, 7:10 puck drop. You'll hear it on 102.1 FM KTUI. That's your look look at sports on this Wednesday. This is Bobby D.
Another slow day for Durant Cash Cattle Trading. Cash hogs into the day steady to weak. Good morning. I'm Megan Grabner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity is pretty much quiet. There are a few scattered bids that have surfaced at $110 live, with a handful of asking prices at $115 live in parts of the South. Other areas, though, are slow to establish anything so far this week. The Fed Cattle Exchange has an offering of 433 head. It's likely significant trade volume will be delayed until the latter part of the week. And with it being the end of the month, it wouldn't be a surprise if the bulk of this week's business holds out until Friday. At the Tri-State Livestock Auction in Nebraska, receipts are up on the week and down in the year. Compared to last week, steers under 700 pounds are $1 to $7 higher. Heifers under 700 pounds were steady to $4 higher. The USDA says demand was good for a cold day at the auction. Medium and large one feeder steers 553 to 581 pounds for $147 to $154, and feeder heifers 568 to 599 pounds for $137.50 to $147.25. Box beef closed sharply higher on strong demand and moderate to heavy offerings. Choice up $2.65 at $230.55. Select closed $2.81 higher at $203.57. Estimated cattle slaughter is 117,000 head. That's down 2,000 on the week and the year. Cash hogs into the day steady to weak. Prices continue to dwindle as the market is faced with heavy supplies of ready barrows and gilts and slaughter runs that repeatedly hit record numbers almost daily. Until the industry sees a significant increase in demand for U.S. pork on the global market, it's going to be very difficult for prices to consistently move higher. Barrows and gilts at the Iowa Southern Minnesota closed 17 cents higher for a weighted average of 51.08. The Western Corn Belt closed 8 cents higher for an average of 51.08. And the National Daily Direct down 48 cents for a weighted average of 51.12. Pork values into the day firm, up 69 cents at 76.72. Ribs, butts, bellies, and picnics were all higher. An estimated hog slaughter is 490,000 head. That's down 2,000 on the week, but up 27,000 on the year. At the CME, live cattle ended the day mostly higher on spread adjustments ahead of this week's cash trade. Feeder cattle were mostly lower with pressure from the day's firm move in corn, and lean hog futures ended the day mostly lower on supply and demand concerns with additional pressure from the recent lower cash trade. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Sure Start 2, QLEX, Classic.
More than 100 crop protection products.
Enserve, Everprex, and List Duo.
That's what's available through the True Choice offer from Corteva Agriscience.
Approach Prima, Sonic.
It's an offer simpler than saying all these names in 60 seconds.
Trivence, Realm Q.
Just make a qualifying Pioneer brand product purchase, and Corteva Cash is put into your True Choice account at your crop protection retailer. No waiting, no rebate. Then you can put that Corteva Cash